long before city lights dimmed the stars, before roads carved their way through sacred forests, humanity looked upon the wilderness with both wonder and fear. The ancient woods seemed alive. Every rustling leaf, every distant howl, every shadow moving beneath the moonlit canopy hinted at mysteries beyond mortal understanding. The Greeks believed these wild places belonged to a powerful goddess. She was not a queen seated upon a golden throne. She was not a goddess concerned with wealth, conquest, or power over kingdoms. She belonged to the forests, to the mountains, to the creatures that ran free beneath the moon. Her name was Artemis. Known as the Divine Huntress, Artemis was one of the most revered goddesses of the Greek world. She embodied freedom, independence, intuition, and the untamed spirit of nature itself. To hunters, she was a guide. To young women, she was a protector. To wild animals, she was both guardian and steward. And to those who ventured into the deep wilderness, she was a reminder that some places remain forever sacred. Yet Artemis was far more than a goddess of the hunt. She was a force of nature, a deity who moved between worlds. A moon goddess whose silver light illuminated hidden paths and secret truths. Many believed she could hear the cries of animals, whisper through the trees, and travel unseen beneath the stars. Her legends are filled with wonder, beauty, and cautionary lessons about respecting nature and understanding the boundaries between mortals and the divine. Tonight we journey into the myths and mysteries surrounding Artemis, the Moon Huntress whose story has echoed across thousands of years. The story of Artemis begins before her first breath. Her mother was Leto, a Titan goddess known for her beauty and kindness. When Zeus chose Leto as his companion, his jealous wife Hera became enraged. Determined to make Leto suffer, Hera cursed the land and forbade any place beneath the sun from offering shelter for the birth of her children. Leto wandered the world in agony. She searched endlessly for a safe haven where she could give birth. Cities turned her away. Kingdoms feared Hera's wrath. Even islands refused her. At last she found refuge upon the floating island of Delos. Because Delos drifted upon the sea and was not firmly attached to the earth, it escaped Hera's curse. There, amid wind and waves, Artemis was born. According to legend, Artemis emerged strong and radiant. Remarkably, the newborn goddess immediately assisted her exhausted mother in delivering her twin brother, Apollo. For this reason, Artemis became associated with childbirth and the protection of mothers and children despite her vow of eternal maidenhood. Even at birth, she displayed wisdom and strength far beyond that of ordinary gods. As a child, Artemis approached her father Zeus with a list of requests. She did not ask for riches. She did not ask for palaces. She did not ask for jewels. Instead, she requested a silver bow and arrows. She asked for mountains to roam. She asked for forests to protect. She asked for a band of loyal nymphs to accompany her. Most importantly, she asked to remain forever free and independent. Zeus smiled upon his daughter's wishes and granted them all. From that day forward, Artemis became the eternal huntress. She roamed the wilderness, accompanied by nymphs, deer, wolves, and hunting dogs. The moon became her symbol. The bow became her weapon. Freedom became her legacy. Although early myths focused primarily on hunting and nature, Artemis gradually became linked to the moon. The moon represented mystery, intuition, and the hidden rhythms of life. Unlike the blazing certainty of the sun, moonlight reveals only part of the path ahead. It invites reflection. It encourages inner wisdom. For this reason, many modern spiritual traditions view Artemis as a goddess of intuition and personal empowerment. She teaches us to trust ourselves, to honor our instincts, and to listen to the quiet voice within. Your ritual traditions view Artemis as a goddess. Among the many stories surrounding Artemis, none is more famous than the tragic tale of Actaeon. Actaeon was celebrated as one of the greatest hunters in all Greece. His skill with a bow was unmatched. His dogs were renowned throughout the land. His confidence grew with every successful hunt. One summer afternoon, after pursuing game through a remote forest, Actaeon became separated from his companions. As he wandered deeper into unfamiliar woods, he heard the sound of flowing water. Following the gentle music of the stream, he entered a secluded glade hidden from mortal eyes. There he discovered Artemis. The goddess and her nymphs were bathing within a crystal-clear spring. The sacred pool was one of her most private sanctuaries. No mortal was meant to enter. No human eyes were meant to witness the goddess there. Actaeon froze. The nymphs cried out in alarm. Artemis turned. The forest seemed to hold its breath, though some versions claim the hunter stumbled upon the scene by accident. The goddess viewed the intrusion as a violation of her sacred space. With divine authority, she dipped her hand into the water and cast droplets toward the hunter. Instantly, his body began to change. His arms twisted. His hands became hooves. His skin sprouted coarse fur. Antlers burst from his skull. Within moments, Actaeon had become a magnificent stag. Terrified, he ran. But fate had one final cruelty awaiting him. His hunting dogs caught his scent. Unable to recognize their transformed master, they pursued him relentlessly through the forest. Actaeon fled across hills and valleys. He attempted to call for help. Only the cry of a frightened deer escaped his throat. The hunter became the hunted. And beneath the watchful eyes of Artemis, Actaeon met his tragic end. The myth serves as a reminder that sacred boundaries deserve respect, and that nature is not something humanity owns or controls. Despite her fearsome reputation, Artemis was not cruel. She fiercely protected wildlife and punished only those who acted with arrogance, greed, or disrespect. Many stories tell of hunters who received her blessings after showing compassion toward animals. Others tell of kings whose excessive pride brought her wrath. To the ancient Greeks, Artemis represented balance. Humans could hunt for survival, but they were expected to honor the creatures they pursued. Nature was not merely a resource. was sacred. The forests belonged not only to people, but to the gods themselves. This message remains powerful even today. As modern society becomes increasingly disconnected from nature, Artemis reminds us that every forest, river, mountain, and living creature possesses value beyond what it can provide to us. She teaches stewardship rather than domination, respect rather than exploitation, wonder rather than ownership. Beneath the ancient moonlit sky, where whispered winds through pine trees sigh, a silver figure walks alone. Through sacred woods she calls her own. No king commands her wandering feet, no palace hall or gilded seat. For Artemis was born to roam, and made the wilderness her home. Her bow is carved from starlit gleams, her arrows forged from lunar beams. She follows neither crown nor chain, but dances free through night and rain. The wolves run softly by her side, through mountain pass and forest wide. The deer bow low where moonlight falls, answering the huntress when she calls. She guards the hidden streams of earth, protects the wild from greed and dearth, and keeps alive the ancient flame of nature's heart and sacred name. O Artemis, moon maiden bright, guide us through the darkest night. Teach us freedom, strength, and grace, and help us find our rightful place. As our journey through the myths of Artemis comes to an end, her story continues beneath every moonlit sky. Though temples have crumbled and empires have faded into history, the spirit of the Moon Huntress remains alive wherever nature thrives. She lives in the howl of a distant wolf, in the silent flight of an owl, in the rustling of leaves beneath a summer moon, and in the hearts of those who seek freedom, wisdom, and connection with the natural world. Perhaps that is why Artemis continues to inspire people thousands of years after her worship first began. She reminds us that there is power in independence, strength in compassion, and magic in the wild places that still survive around us. So the next time you step beneath the moon, pause for a moment, listen to the wind, feel the earth beneath your feet, and remember the ancient goddess who walked these paths long before us. For somewhere beyond the silver mist, the huntress still roams. If you enjoyed this tale of Artemis and the tragic fate of Actaeon, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I am for winds. Many blessings.